Yeah, you guys have been asking today, what did I used to do for a living, and before I became a streamer. Well, one of the things I did for years and years and years is I was a salesman and a trainer and hell, eventually even a general manager for a company called IBA Security. Yep. So it was a licensed, authorized ADT dealership, and it was owned by a guy named Ahmad Baral. And basically, what the hell? We were the second largest authorized ADT dealership at the time in the whole world. I ended up going over to India. I ended up going over to the Philippines. I ended up working up in Canada. I ended up working down in Mexico. Hell, I worked all over the United States. I remember at one time we were working in New York, and there was a really good friend of mine. His name was Mike Colliot. And basically, what we'd do, we'd go into a town or a city, and we'd open up an office. We'd buy furniture. We'd stock the whole place, and and Mike Colliot, he specialized in teaching people how to canvas. They would actually go out and knock on doors and try and sell security systems. And I worked more into the telemarketing and the actual set appointments, where they'd call people on the phone and they'd talk them into letting us have a salesman come out and show them this and that. Anyway, we also had a commercial division, and we were in, gosh, I'm trying to remember. Mike would probably know better than me. Chappaquidda, I think it was, New York. And they had a train station there, and somehow or another, old Mike had talked them into letting us put a bid in. So we went and talked to some of the engineers that worked with ADT. They designed the system. They did everything, and me and Mike went and did the presentation. And believe it or not, the train, it was a municipal train company. Okay, so it was owned by the city. They went ahead and went with our security system, with our cameras and with our this and that and this and that. And then hell, it was a big ass project. Anyway, we were, Mike and I, we're staying at a. I'm pretty sure it was a Holiday Inn Express. But anyway, it was right there by the train station, and we'd go over there with the train station every day and just kind of keep an eye on everything and make sure that there was progress and that people were really showing up to work and to that kind of thing. Anyway, because like I said, it was a huge project. Um, some of the guys that were working there, we had hired. They were local. Some of the installers, and every single day about I don't know 10:30 or so, they'd want to run out to the street and hang around for a few minutes, and so they kind of had it negotiated in with us that they could take a break. Believe it or not, like I don't know 10:25 to 10:35. Okay, I'm going damn. All right, no sweat. So anyway, we'd go out there and there'd be all these people out there and they'd be all crowded around, and the street would just be lined with people. And I asked them, hey, what's going on over there? And they said, well, our ex-President Clinton lives here in town, and him and his wife. I said, oh, really? I had no idea. I always imagined that they had some like big mansion in Arkansas or New York or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong, Chappaquidda is in New York, but it's out in the country kind of. It's a smaller place. Anyway, we went out there, and sure enough, there'd be old Bill Clinton in his jogging outfit, and he'd jog around the corner and jog on down the street. You know what I mean? And I'm going, damn! There's the ex-president of the United States. Hell yeah, that's cool as hell. So me and Mike, hey, we were respectful, and we'd clap for him as he ran by. Anyway, where you have construction workers and where you have politicians and where you have, any kind of thing like that, one of the things you're going to end up with is drugs and prostitution. And over there, on that one corner, there used to be some hookers that would hang around there all the time. And there were white prostitutes, black prostitutes, brown prostitutes. And, believe it or not, sometimes there'd be two or three, but sometimes there'd be 20. And it used to make me laugh like crazy. Anyway, this one black prostitute, I never talked to her. I don't know anything about it. I only saw her from across the street. But every time Bill Clinton would jog by, she would yell out, $50, $50, $50. Now, me and Mike used to think, how disrespectful, Jesus Christ. You know, that's our past president, you know what I mean? And I think you should be more respectful to him, you know, and not try and like heckle him or something. So, Bill, he's jogging by and he hears this $50, $50, $50. And he looks over and says, $5, $5, $5. And he gets a big grin and he just keeps running, okay? And me and Mike, we're high-fiving, right on, all right on. President put that bitch in her place, yeah. So anyway, the next day goes by and hey, we all run out there and we're clapping for the president and lo and behold, that same girl, $50, $50, $50. And Bill Clinton looks over, $5, $5, $5. And he gets that big grin on his face, you know. And we're just clapping like crazy. Hell yeah. Anyway, believe this or not, that went on for, I don't know. You know, from what some of the guys had told me, that had been going on for, I don't know, 6 months or a year. But, you know, every day when he jogged, you know, he'd get up and jog in the early morning, or not early morning, but 10 or 10:30, yeah. So anyway, I guess one day, Hillary Clinton, you know, she was thinking about running for president, and I think she'd already announced that she was running for president or something like that. Because this is probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. So it was way before I started streaming. Anyway, we're there, and she's out jogging with Bill. And lo and behold, they jog, and they come around the corner there, and Bill Clinton, you could just tell, you know what I mean? It was like he had that look on his face like he was going to get caught with his hand in the cookie jar, you know? And Jesus Christ, there's no way in hell Hillary's going to believe that he don't really even know this lady, that she's just a heckler, you know what I mean? And everybody in the crowd is waiting for this girl to start yelling, $50, $50, $50. But nope, it didn't happen. And he gets about, I don't know, about down to even to where she's standing, and she yells out, "See what you get for $5? See what you get for $5? And me and Coleot, even though, hey, you know, we were kind of sympathetic to Clinton, we just laughed our ass off. Hell yeah. See what you get for $5? Yeah, see what you get for $5? And I thought, that is one of the funniest things I ever seen in my life, yeah. Hey, every day he would put this girl in her place, and lo and behold, we know who got the last laugh. Hell yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just thought that was an interesting story about something that happened to me in my life, and something that happened to me, you know what I mean, you know, before I ever became a streamer or anything like that. Mike Coleot, if you're out there, hey, love you, buddy. Yahoo!